Let me start with a question. Have you ever seen someone who doesn't talk much, yet the moment they walk into a room, everyone starts noticing them? They don't try to impress anyone, they don't brag about themselves, and they don't get involved in unnecessary arguments. Still, people listen to them attentively. That's because the most valuable things in the world aren't seen everywhere. They aren't sold in everyday local markets, nor do they lie scattered on the streets. Gold isn't given away to everyone for free. Precious things have a distinct characteristic: their availability is limited. The same rule applies to human speech. A person who speaks on every topic, wants to comment on every post, and tries to prove their point in every argument gradually loses the value of their words. But a person who knows when to speak, how to speak, where to speak, and where to remain silent leaves a lasting impression on people's minds with every single word. Look, one thing needs to be clarified here. Staying silent does not mean being afraid. Staying silent does not mean accepting injustice, nor does it mean forfeiting your self-respect. True silence is the ability to control yourself in emotional moments. When you can master and control yourself during emotionally charged moments, it isn't someone else who wins, it's your own victory. Imagine a situation. Two friends are arguing. One friend is constantly shouting, insulting, and trying repeatedly to prove his point. The other person presents himself calmly and controls his anger. He thinks that responding to anger with anger will only worsen the problem. Who do you think is wiser here? Shortly after, one thing becomes crystal clear. The person who was shouting got exhausted, while the people around them realize who lost self-control and who managed to retain it. That is why it is said that he who can control his tongue can control his life. Controlling your tongue is essential to gaining control over your life. Emotions are good, but excessive emotion is harmful. No big decisions should be made in an emotional state, nor should you shout excessively or lose control over yourself. Because when we lose control over ourselves, someone else steps in to control us. In today's social media age, it has become a habit that whenever something happens, we feel compelled to reply immediately or offer an opinion. Someone says something, instant reply. Someone criticizes, instant protest. Someone insults, instant revenge. But do you know that taking part in every battle is not a smart move? Yes, participating in every fight is not wise. Sometimes, the best way to win a battle is not to enter it at all. Because your time, your energy, and your peace of mind are the most valuable assets of your life. Imagine, if your energy gets drained every day on unnecessary people and meaningless arguments, where will you find the energy to fulfill your dreams? Successful people understand one thing very well. You don't have to answer every question, respond to every criticism, or avenge every insult. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful response. Because time is a judge that doesn't argue, it simply reveals the truth. If you can answer through your work, you don't need 1,000 words from your mouth. Build a small habit starting today. Whenever someone tries to make you angry, do not respond immediately. Take a short pause. Think for a moment about what might happen after you speak, and then reply. The change you will experience from this is that you will never have to regret what you said. Sometimes, without realizing it, we say things that we later regret. If you want to avoid that regret and stay away from it, either practice speaking less, maintain control over your mouth, or think before you speak. This will increase the power, importance, and clarity of your words. Before doing anything, ask yourself one question: will what I am about to say or do truly improve my life, or will it merely satisfy a moment of anger? This single question will save you from hundreds of wrong decisions. Remember, the wound caused by words is often deeper than a wound caused by weapons. Words that have left your mouth can never be taken back. You have complete control over the words you haven't spoken, but you have no control over what you've already said. So do not consider silence a weakness. Silence is the strength that makes a person mature, earns them respect, and builds the ability to make the right decision at the right time. Now the question is, why do people respect silent individuals so much? Why can some people exert so much influence even while speaking less? Now, we will learn about this. Have you ever noticed this? When 10 people speak at the same time in a room, nobody's words get much importance. Everyone hears everyone else, in through one ear and out through the other. But when a person stays quiet for a long time and then starts to speak, everyone notices them. Everyone gives them importance, values their words, and considers them significant. Why does this happen? Because our brain is wired that way. When something is easily available, we don't appreciate its worth or value. But when something arrives after a long wait or appears in limited quantity, we begin to value it. Therefore, understand one thing from this. If you want respect, admiration, and love, stop being easily available to everyone. If a person constantly talks about themselves, shows off their success, and tries to prove their importance, people gradually stop giving them importance. On the other hand, if a person lets their circumstances, their success, and their work speak for them, their work earns respect for them. Remember, words may attract temporary attention, but silence earns lasting respect. Now imagine a real-life scenario. 2 employees work at the same office in the same post. The first person constantly brags about his work every day, telling everyone how hard he is working, making demands, complaining, and doing all sorts of things. The second person quietly works on himself. He focuses solely on his work, complains less, and prioritizes results. In short, he stays busy with his work. At the end of the year, when it's time for promotions, the second person often steps ahead. Because people value results over talk, life works the exact same way. It is no exception. People will consider your words important only when your results have already started speaking. If you go around saying every day, "I will be successful one day, I will show everyone," maybe people will listen to you attentively. But quietly build your capability, prepare yourself, and work on yourself. You will see that one day your results will define your identity, and you won't need to explain anything to anyone anymore. Because what you have achieved will already speak on your behalf. Many people in the world don't want to hear about your dreams, they want to see them. So show them. People prefer seeing over hearing. So what can you do? Show how much capability and skill you have. If you want to prove that you deserve much more than how people currently see you, don't shout to prove it. Just quietly work on yourself, wait for the right time, and give time a chance. If you use your time properly today, time itself will speak for you. That time will come. You just have to quietly keep working on yourself. Reduce your dependence on others, cut down on excuses in your life, and instead of telling others, "I can do it, I will show it," tell it to yourself repeatedly. Then you will see that when time changes, people's perception of you will change as well. It often happens that those who neglect, mock, or belittle you today won't do so forever. They will only do it forever if you fail to improve your position. But if you elevate your position, value your standing, and try to take it higher, if you can put aside your current life, overcome laziness, and make your life better, no one will be able to ignore or disrespect you. Yes, they might feel jealous. Because when you progress, those who don't like you will naturally feel jealous. But let them, it doesn't matter. Keep working on yourself. Instead of giving so much importance to others, give that importance to yourself. You will see that your life is bound to change. When we talk too much, we reveal our weaknesses to others. But when we try to listen attentively, we not only understand ourselves better but also see other people clearly. A good speaker knows when to speak and when to stop. Silence is not just about keeping your mouth shut. Silence is the power of observation. A person who observes can understand human behavior, who truly respects you, who approaches you only for self-interest, who rejoices in your success, and who waits for your failure. To understand all of this, you don't always need to speak or shout. Sometimes, you just need to quietly observe. One of the biggest mistakes in life is sharing everything in your heart with everyone. I would advise, don't share all your dreams, plans, or struggles with everyone. Because not everyone is your well-wisher. Some people will listen to your story not for your success, but to find your weaknesses. Therefore, your silence is often your safety. Remember, the tree that bears fruit bends its branches low. Truly wise people do not shout to prove themselves. They know that true worth reveals itself over time. So, cultivate a new habit today. Do not respond to criticism immediately. First listen, then think, and then decide whether your speech is truly necessary. Many times, the answer you are about to give is far less powerful than your silence. A mature person understands the value of every word. They know that one wrong sentence can ruin a relationship, one wrong reaction can cost an opportunity, and one wrong decision can destroy a lifetime. That's why they don't rush to speak. They wait, observe, and then use the right words at the right time. That is what sets them apart. If you want to stand out and present yourself differently, do not engage in petty arguments. Don't go around displaying your abilities to everyone. Show them through action, because people prefer to see, and seeing your results will force them to change their perception of you. A fool is recognized by his continuous talking, while a wise person is recognized by his meaningful silence. There is no doubt that if a person knows what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and how much to say, no one can ever defeat, suppress, or stop them. Just as a bullet fired from a gun can never be brought back, words spoken from your mouth can never be retracted. Your words can either be your strength or your weakness, but your silence can save you from many dangers. Sometimes, a single minor word spoken from your mouth can become the cause of your downfall or ruin your most beautiful relationship. Yet, some people keep talking unnecessarily just to appear smart. However, the wisest, most successful, and most powerful people in the world have stated that true power lies within silence. Wise and successful people know where, when, how, and how much to speak. So, in this video today, we will learn about 6 qualities or aspects of remaining silent. Through these, you will understand where, how, and how much to speak, and learning this will bring you immense benefits. As a result, you will only speak as much as necessary, and you will always come out on top. 1. Silence confuses your opponent. Whenever you are in a room, remain silent until everyone else stops talking. Build their curiosity toward you so that people are forced to think, why isn't he saying anything? This increases their expectations, and they gradually start wondering what you are thinking. This is not a manipulation technique. Rather, it is a tool to make yourself feel more powerful and to increase the value of your words. Once everyone has gone silent, start speaking. You will notice that your words sound 10 times heavier, 10 times more important, and 10 times more powerful. If you want your opponent to remain confused about you and unable to guess your next plan or move, stay silent. Silence confuses the person opposite you regarding your next step. A great person once said that if a person knows where to speak and where to stay quiet, they can win everywhere in life. 2. Silence sharpens focus. Before saying anything, you should ask yourself 3 questions. Is there any real value in what I am saying? Is it necessary to say it right now? Will it make any actual difference after I say it, or will people listen through one ear and throw it out the other? You won't find the answers to these three deep questions by talking to others. Rather, by staying quiet, asking yourself, and reflecting internally, you will discover the answers. Once you find them, only the essential words will surface, and you will speak only what needs to be said. Silence and focus go hand in hand. When you are speaking, you cannot think deeply. When you are thinking deeply, you cannot speak. Speaking and deep thinking don't happen simultaneously. Even if someone tries to think while speaking or speak while thinking, there lacks clarity. Those who talk excessively just talk. Their words carry no weight. Due to various emotions, many thoughts pass through our minds at once. Excessive talkers blurt out whatever enters their heads, which only increases problems in their lives. But those who stay silent maintain sharp focus. Whatever they say is well thought out. Thoughts cross their minds too, but through silence, they structure those thoughts before responding, speaking only when necessary. 3. Silence attracts attention. When you are in a group, a team, or a classroom, you can easily understand how silence attracts people toward you. In a classroom, when a teacher starts lecturing, many thoughts race through students' minds. We talk to the friend sitting next to us while the teacher's voice plays in the background. But the moment the teacher catches us talking, stops speaking, and silently stares at us, no words come out of our mouths. A signal goes to our brain that something has happened, and instantly our full attention shifts to the teacher, wondering why he stopped talking. The same thing happens in daily life. When you keep talking continuously, people often don't give weight to your words or respond properly. But the moment you go quiet, everyone's attention suddenly shifts to you, and the same people will ask you, "What happened? Why are you so quiet lately?" 4. Silence builds trust. To maintain good relationships with good people, the most essential element is trust. And to earn someone's trust, you need to listen to them. You can entertain someone, make them laugh, or win their heart temporarily by talking. But to earn deep trust, listening is crucial. Liking someone and trusting someone are not the same thing. We can impress someone with our talk so that they like us, but earning trust requires listening. If you wonder why listening is more important than speaking, it's like asking why saving money is more important than spending it. Listening to people and understanding them is not that easy. You might pretend to listen while secretly waiting for them to stop so you can start talking, but that yields no real benefit. To gather information from your surroundings and the people around you, you must enhance your powers of observation and listening. And when is that possible? Only when you remain silent. Most people, when meeting someone, talk mostly about themselves, how great their life is or how full of problems it is. Remaining quiet for even a moment makes them feel uncomfortable, so they keep talking endlessly. But if you look at successful and powerful people, they don't speak much. Instead, they ask questions to learn more about the person in front of them. When you listen attentively to someone, that person feels important. They feel valued and understood by you, which builds deep trust between you two. Therefore, to maintain beautiful relationships, we must practice silence and listen more than we speak. 5. Silence builds inner strength. It is true that most of us fear silence because we confuse silence with loneliness. Everyone wants people to see them, hear them, like them, and love them. We all seek attention from others, and that is why we start talking, with the sole intention of making the other person like us. We want to look good in their eyes, so we share all our good qualities. And this is where silence scares us. We worry that the other person's focus might shift toward our weaknesses and reveal our true selves. Deep down, we feel incomplete, and by avoiding silence, we try to hide this truth from the world. Living this false life makes us weaker inside. Silence acts like a mirror in our lives. When we are silent, we connect with ourselves. We know, read, and understand ourselves. We come to realize the truth. To be happy, you don't need to impress anyone else. Whatever people think or say about us doesn't change reality or our lives. Silence gives us the strength to never feel lonely with ourselves. Rather, spending time with ourselves through silence makes us like ourselves more. It boosts self-love, self-discipline, and inner confidence. 6. Silence helps in negotiation. When you remain quiet and avoid talking excessively, people can discern neither your weaknesses nor your full strength. As a result, no one can easily harm you because you have placed a protective shield around yourself through silence. It creates a filter when you appear before others, and no one can guess what lies within a silent person. Because of this, people who value you never leave you, and your enemies hesitate to attack you. Believe it or not, when you stay silent, the person opposite you wonders why you aren't saying anything. Your silence forces them to think. Suppose you are in a job interview and asked what salary you expect. Before answering, stay silent for a moment. Take a short pause. You will see that the interviewer, uncomfortable with the silence, will say something to break the tension, and in doing so, they may offer a better deal, putting you at an advantage. So finally, silence is not a weakness. Silence is a unique power that presents you as a stronger individual to the world, one that will benefit you 99% of the time. Therefore, we must learn when, how, what, and how much to speak.